Hello, my YouTube friends. Something big and rare is happening today. We are standing right at the very edge of the final 10-10 portal of the year. And it's literally this threshold where old timelines of scarcity are dissolving and new codes of creation are coming online. And deep down, we all want to feel free with our time, flow and relax when it comes to money, and at peace with how everything is unfolding as we move through our world. Would you agree? And yet there is a collective longing for that flow, for this ability to act from inspiration instead of pressure, and knowing that there's just always enough. I think we all agree we want that, but we're in this 3D reality still, and we are taught exactly the opposite. We are taught to rush, to overwork, to tell ourselves there's never enough. And that vibration basically keeps repeating the very thing we're trying to escape. And that is why today matters. That's why I am so excited to talk about this final 10-10 portal and the energy that's giving us an opportunity to very literally flip the script and start embodying the vibration of plenty. And I select that word specifically because it carries its own very unique vibration, plenty, and making that our new default setting. So that's why there is no coincidence. It's just perfection, perfection and alignment, that today is also not just a gateway of pure creative power, but it is the beginning of our Abundance Alchemy Challenge. Today is actually day one. So I'm super excited for multiple reasons. And that's happening inside the Elevate with Katya community in the Soul Creator Collective. So today we're moving through the 10-10 portal. The 10-10s represent pure creative power. So just know that today, as you walk through your day, it's not just a regular day. You're not just taking steps into just another, what is it, Tuesday? It's not. You're literally activating new relationships with creation itself and creating a shift into the embodiment of time expands, money flows, and energy can replenish constantly. And that is exactly the frequency that we are anchoring together now as a collective, whether we're aware of it or not. And we're specifically doing that very intentionally inside the Soul Creator Collective. Okay. So today, as I mentioned, 10-10, it carries the frequency of the ones and the ones. The number one is new beginnings. It's also leadership. It is divine mastery, sovereignty, all of these things. Astrologically, we have the sun that's moving through Scorpio. So it's inviting really deep honesty about who we are, about what truly drives us, what's happening in the background. There's also the influence of Virgo, which is calling us into purity, into purification. So if you're feeling a drive to simplify, to streamline, to beautify, that is all part of it. And it's natural and it's preparing us for where we're going. These are like the practical layers of life that really do help to support our freedom. So we are in a very beautiful dance between this feeling of intensity of wanting to create and also still being in integration. I was talking to a sister just yesterday about we're still in this kind of in-between place. So feeling a bit of tension there, a bit of angst even, of being like, okay, I'm wanting to move this way and I'm feeling this new version of me stepping forward, but I'm not fully ready to jump and anchor myself there. Not quite. And yet I know that that's done and I'm not willing to go back there. But I also am not totally ready to like sever it and cut the ties completely. So it's an in-between place, and know that that's perfectly fine. And that's also a really cool and exciting place to be while this 10-10 energy is present. So why does this all matter? Two perspectives, okay? As a whole, why it matters, and also why it matters if you are watching this and you are one of the people that's tuning in and joining us on the Abundance Alchemy Challenge, the 13-day journey, why it matters for all of us. Now, if you are doing the challenge today, very synchronistic, but if you're working with any kind of conscious practice towards restructuring your own vibration around the frequency of abundance or plenty, this is so significant for you. So know that it doesn't really matter. Okay, we're all being impacted. So this particular portal, the 10-10s, it's about reclaiming that I am frequency. right? The creator frequency, the remembrance that creation begins with you, with me. It's not an external game. It's happening on the inside. And our challenge inside the community is all about alchemizing beliefs and frequencies or vibrations that are all supporting the old paradigm of there's not enough time, there's not enough money, there's not enough energy or resources, and turning all of that into the embodied experience of knowing that there's always enough. It's always available and there for us if we're aligned with our true source, our true essence. So as we are moving through these days, okay, on your own in the community, we're all doing it. But as we move through the next several days, we are starting to approach the full moon in Taurus. This is another cool, very synchronistic piece. If you are someone who is focused on wanting to transmute your experience in your relationship with money, abundance, time, it's attributed to things like our sense of worth, stability, tangible material things, material wealth, material expressions of your own creative power and potential. So we're literally, as we go through these days, retraining our field and our consciousness into that abundance frequency right now. And so you can say the field is particularly potent and very absorbent of what we are creating now. So if you're doing something consciously like we are in the community, doing this challenge, Abundance Alchemy, that's where the name comes from, then your efforts are going to be well served. And if you're not, but you're still wanting to do that, yes, of course, feel free. You can join us. Today is day one, so you haven't missed anything. But even if you're not in the challenge, know that whatever you are doing to redirect your thoughts, to become aware of your own energy when it comes to how am I feeling about resources of all kinds, okay? Abundance isn't just money. Resources coming into my experience, as well as resources going out. And we put a lot of emphasis on that as well. So just be aware of that. Be aware of what you're doing. And if you are consciously working with this energy and working with your intention to transmute that experience for yourself, now is the time to do it. Okay. So some of the themes that we're working with this particular energy today. This week, it's bringing up questions of your personal power, your presence. How are you actually presenting yourself and showing up? The energy that we are particularly feeling today is also exposing where we've been trying to control outcomes of fear. So things that we have been feeling, we might normally feel fearful of, we are becoming more aware of that and trying to stand steady. You noticing that? I've had some dear people in my life moving through some stuff that could be considered quite scary and maybe months or a year previous would have handled quite differently. But now, you can feel a steadiness. You feeling that? Definitely. And that's a collective theme. So it's really beautiful to know that we're all moving in that same direction. Together, we are teaching ourselves by moving through these initiations about purity not being perfection, that you can just move through, do the best you can in the moment, not mentally stressing, not overthinking, just go and be present. It's your presence that matters more than anything. You might have also noticed themes or stories of scarcity, things from the past that you've been dealing with, resurfacing. Let them come. Let them come to the surface and let them rise. They're trying to take down your knowing, your deeper inner knowing that everything is stable. But they're trying to get you to stay locked into old ways of thinking that may have been, I can't move forward. I can't put my money into that until everything is perfect, until things are stable, until, right? We're breaking that down. Because if we truly are creators, like we are, then we can create our experience as we take each step forward. If there's something we need, we can create it. If there's something we desire that's truly soul aligned, we allow it. That's what we're being initiated into, a state of being and a practice of just simply being that version of ourselves. So basically, every time you move, as we are in these frequencies of the 10-10, well, we're given the opportunity to transmute these discordant versions of that energy and embody it into a full, organic, true experience. So you're recoding your field, whether you know it or not. And I would encourage you to take these days and be conscious, be intentional, and be aware of the thoughts that are running through your mind, because they're very potent right now. And you have such an opportunity to make the most of it. Okay. And plenty, again, every time you breathe, every time you move, every time you speak, try and remember there's plenty. There is plenty. I like to say, I've got more than enough. Everywhere I go, everything I do, there's plenty. There's more than enough. And it feels so good. It's so fun. So play with things like this. And again, if you want some support or you want to do it in a community, we're having a blast diving into this stuff. Okay. So how do you work with this energy right now? What are the best things you can do? As pretty usual, a few thinkle things you can do to ground the energy. Number one, stay hydrated, which I clearly am not because I'm slurring my words. Take a sip of water. And breathe, right? Get outside, breathe, deep breaths, especially if you're feeling any of that wobbly energy coming up that might make you feel a little bit anxious. Just breathe into it. Breathe from the belly. Okay. And the energy of Taurus is starting to come through now, as I mentioned, and that energy is about beauty. So notice, be in places where it's beautiful. Notice pieces of beauty around you, whether it's nature. There's a lot of beauty in nature, and Taurus is also about the natural world. So try and connect yourself to the things that this energy is bringing forward or representing or influencing through. So beauty, the material aspects of your world, the tangible things like, soft textiles, beautiful pictures, beautiful things in nature, like my plants and all of these things, right? Get in touch with that. It will soothe you and breathe. Okay. Remember also, it's about recalibrating your nervous system, letting your nervous system kind of be your barometer for where your thoughts are, what's happening in your mind. Let that guide you. And so if you find yourself breathing shallow, feeling on edge, feeling tense, stop. Number one, come into the awareness of how you're feeling and then trace it back. What was I just thinking? And then let that be where you put your focus, not on the external, but on the internal. Okay. And if you're considering joining us in the challenge, remember, this is not something or a typical challenge, perhaps where you are hustling to make miracles. It's not about that. It is about opening to this natural, abundant flow, often overflowing in some ways, of things simply coming into your experience in the exact amounts, in perfect timing, and in balance. So perhaps overflow is not the right word. Let's take that out. But really abundant flow. I prefer to coin it like that. So it's about being open and opening ourselves to the flow that is always there. It is always available. We are simply pinching ourselves off from it. And so we are undoing all of that together. In closing, my friends, as we are crossing through this 10-10 portal energy, literally moving through that threshold, it's the last one of the year, and we are being invited into a new architecture of creation to do things differently than we ever have before, and one that is built on trust and the rhythm of alignment. Alignment of what? Being in alignment with your soul, with your true essence and source. So for anyone who is inside the challenge already, just know that this is your cosmic confirmation that you've chosen the perfect moment to join us and to begin this journey of truly alchemizing your experience and your relationship with time and money and abundance and all. Regardless if you're with us or not, just let today spark this turning point for you where time expands for you, doesn't contract, where money flows with you and through you, flowing to you with ease and flowing through you to others with ease, just like the breath. There should be no gripping, holding on in either direction, either blocking it or trying to protect it. Like, oh my God, because this is all I've got. Both of them get us into deep water that we don't need to be in. Yeah, spoken from experience. I know that frequency. So take a deep breath with me. Okay, we'll just breathe in for a moment. And remembering that it's not about efforting. Taking aligned action, yes, always. We're not meant to be Buddhas sitting on a hill doing nothing. We came to engage in this reality, this beautiful simulation. So knowing that it is about where we put our thoughts, where we put our energy, and knowing deeply within us that we are simply energy as well. And that I am flow. I am this energy. I am creation itself. And there's always more than enough, because that is who I am. Does that resonate with you? Do you feel that? You are your highest aspect. You are source. You are God, remembering yourself through you. So on this 10/10 portal day, the last one of the year, and day one of our Abundance Alchemy Challenge, happy 10/10 portal day. May the energy and the vibration of one be with you to lead you through your day, and being consciously aware of where you place your thoughts. All right. If you like this, if you resonated with this, please give it a like. I'm almost at 300 subscribers. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe and share this with somebody you think could use it. And if you do want to join us inside the challenge, please feel free. You can go to Elevate with Katya, KATYA.com, and that is the community landing page. And if you have any trouble at all, just leave me a comment under this video. It says I'm in, and I will connect with you, and we'll make sure that you get in. All right, my loves. Have a great rest of your day, and thank you for being with me. Bye for now.